That was awesome. Good morning, folks. It is Nick Mulbauer here, and today we have a really fun situation. A couple days ago, we got 4 inches of rain dumped on us, and that water is still kind of making its way out of the area. So the waters are up a good foot or two, and what that means is a bunch of fish pushed up in inches of water. As long as that water's dirty and they have plenty of cover to hug themselves up on, I would think that they would stay there all day. If we just work our way around that shallow cover looking for cut bank, some big limbs of trees, just stuff that bass love to hug themselves up against. We're gonna fish all that stuff. We've already caught 3 and they were all in 2 feet or less inches of water. So it is a really fun situation. So break out your weedless jigs and weedless rigs, weedless lures in general. Get in that shallow water when you got high water events and have yourself a ball. So stay tuned. We're gonna pull some bass from some really shallow, thick cover. Should be fun. Hopefully we wrench a big one out just feet away from the kayak. Stay tuned. That's a better one. Boy, he's up with those other 4 just tucked up under that bank. There we go, folks. Fish number, I think 4 or 5 off of this current seam. That's a nice fish. Best one of the day so far. Well, folks, my battery just died right after I caught that decent one. They have been up on that cut bank. They've been up in that wood, really thick cover, just as close to the bank as you can get, as close to land as you can drop that jig. Pretty dirty water, so those fish will definitely hold tight to that stuff. Some may push off, but a population will probably still just get even tighter to those cut banks as the sun gets high and starts to penetrate that water column. Get in that shallow cover, the tightest stuff where those fish can really get themselves up in there and hide up in that thick cover. That's where they're gonna be, especially those big fish. I promise you, those big fish are in that thick cover if they're gonna be shallow. That's when you know you should be throwing topwater, guys. Look at that. Goodness sakes. Surprisingly, it came out pretty easy. That fish got it. Dang. Okay, that's definitely a sign I should probably keep throwing topwater. That was cool. Hey, a good one decided to play. Another one on the popper. I was about ready to give up. I'm about done today. I can't find the really mega bigs. I can't find some super big fish today. You cannot pop that 15, 16 inch range. That was sick. That was awesome. That was a nice fish. That's a nice fish too. Here we go, another one on the popper. That was a good, exciting visual topwater hit. It's a pretty nice chunker there as well. Yes. That was awesome. Woo, woo. That was so killer. That was awesome. Oh. Okay, now we're gonna end the day. Wow, he got it. Flipping it over the log, being aggressive, torquing fish. I've always wanted to get that on film and I just did it. Oh, so cool. Decent fish too. But that strike was amazing, guys. Get that fish back, it's stuck. Just wrenched over the log. I've done it before, but I've never got it on camera. Never do I ever have to pull them over limbs about that big. That might be one of the biggest trees I've ever wrenched a fish over. So that was super cool. Heavy cover, guys, I'm telling you. Let's call it a day. I'll see you guys in the basement. Really, the only thing I look for is finding a lure that can really slip through that heavy cover and all that debris. There's just so much of it that is the main thing I'm looking for when I'm fishing a lure through that type of situation. A jig, a creature bait, anything with a weedless setup. Top waters are great because then you can just skin that lure above all that debris. As long as there's not too much stuff on the surface. We had a lot of cottonwood on the surface that day, so I kind of had to avoid those situations. But that's where a frog would work really well. So you just got to kind of pick your weedless lures based on what's on the surface, what's under the surface. Just anything where you can get your lure through that heavy cover without getting hung up on all the debris, sticks, roots, all that kind of stuff. I don't really think profile matters as much, especially when that water's super dirty, like when we have high water events here in Iowa. The waters just get so muddied up that I don't really care that much about the color or the profile. I just look for a lure that can slip through that cover, either subsurface or on the top. Like I always say, I love fishing situations with not much water column because the fish are only going to be between here and here instead of here and here. It's just a lot less depth to work. That's all I got for you guys. Like and subscribe if you dig it. Take care. I'll see you guys out on the water real soon, and have a wonderful weekend. Peace.